Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 hairs a month, and you gain access to all of the emotes that a dungeon master uses on a daily basis. So, yeah, it's pretty good. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining our community, we do have open slots available in many of our games, including this one. You can do that through our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into the action. All right, Snack, tell us what happened last time.
All right. So last time we had headed south. We departed from the oh boy, what was his name? The Springborn. That's it. And we headed south on our journey towards Dumaron, and we encountered a river and some fish folk, one of whom was named Kuatoa, and he was in a weird sort of domestic violence-y relationship with the Murrow folk, and we, being the noble souls that we are, decided to look the other way, that it wasn't our problem after we killed a couple of the Murrow folk, and he got mad about it. I voted that sushi sounded good and we could eat the Murrow to make them disappear. Ended up not doing that. I think I stuffed them in my bag. We told Kuatoa to lie about it. He's probably not going to, because he's kid needs some help. And then, also might be worth noting that they were all in the process of getting a kraken out of the lake, I believe was it, digging trenches and stuff, trying to summon their kraken lord, a bunch of kraken heads, and we opted to fly across the river on some eagles that Yola summoned, and saw a large thunderhead. I guess it was like a large pillar of like lightning and stuff over the Penumbra range that followed us. We made camp after encountering some traps, and somebody threw a sword at us from space with a note attached to it. That was pretty funny. And we ended up popping bottles and drinking our drow potions to make us appear as drow. And upon infiltrating our destination as said drow, we were mistaken for the party that we were tracking, realized we had actually beat them here. And so they put us up in some pretty fine royalty quarters and gave us some pretty snazzy bling popped collar armor type. And I think we were mulling over a way to get a message back to Rosanna and our compatriots there, as we found out that they, the folks here in Dumaran, were drilling through the Penumbra range using worms from the Lotus Den as drilling instruments, and they were planning to attack Rosanna. And now we're in deep cover, just trying to fake it till we make it. And I think we left off in the nice quarters that they had, semi-nice quarters that they had provided us. We were all pretty blown away. Arda was not impressed.
So, you all are sitting inside of this very lavish, beautiful above ground home that they are letting you all stay in. The outside of the building itself is made out of a solid, smooth stone that feels comfortable as well as fortified, naturally resilient to any of the weathers, wear, tear, or probably even siege. You all have a little bit of privacy, as far as you can tell, before you have dinner tonight with the enemy. Little reminder, everybody, you drank special potions that temporarily transformed all of you into drow that will last 24 hours. You are now 2 hours into that ordeal. Okay?
Yeet.
Yep.
So, the floor is yours, everybody.
All right, we're in. So, what's our next order of business?
Yeah, I don't think we have an easy way to get a message to Rosanna about the siege that they are not going to be prepared for because it's coming through the mountains. But I really don't think we're going to have to worry about that because the people who they thought we are probably going to be here before too long. I don't know how much time we beat them by.
Well, they said they weren't expecting us for another day or two, so I'd say we have at least 24 hours.
Or 22, as it were.
Yeah. The effects of the potion will wear off before they show up. So regardless, we are still on a tight timeline.
Yeah.
Joey, did it seem that the tunnel that they were constructing under the Penumbra range was complete?
Roll an insight.
7. That one.
There wasn't a whole lot of information being introduced to you, and you are not super adept at being seen while inside of enemy territory, so you were kind of in high alert and not paying very close attention. Usually when you're in the enemy's territory, you're unseen.
Okay. Yeah, it is too far away from Animal Messenger. Sending would work.
Is that a clerk spell, right?
It is,
Yes.
yeah. But it's also a 4th level spell. You don't have that yet.
Oh, yeah.
It should be 3rd level.
Sending?
Yeah, that's where we left off last time.
Oh, yeah. You guys, we had this exact same conversation. Sorry, I didn't rewatch the session.
No, I was just, I'm like, oh, yeah. Deja vu.
So yeah, after a long rest, you'll be able to produce that again, but you can't just take a long rest because you feel like it. You have to, like, warrant it from a day of activity, you know?
You gotta earn that long rest.
You were in the military, you understand. You can't just sleep because someone told you to. You got to get tired first.
And sleep when you're dead.
Let's not go that far.
What time of day is it now? Because I mean, they did put us up in quarters, and
It's early in the day. You all
Okay.
arrived pretty middle of the day when you crossed the Seepstead, Seeplead River, and then you flew on Giant Owl or Eagleback for a good period of time before going to bed at nighttime. So yeah, I put it at pretty early in the morning, 10 a.m. ish. You did have to travel a couple of hours to actually get here.
Okay. So my thinking is we do reconnaissance, but we at all costs try not to blow our cover until this evening when I can prepare a spell to send a message back to Rosanna. I think that would be of pretty supreme importance.
Alrighty. So, you all want to try to run some reconnaissance around the area?
I want to talk to the spiders.
Sure.
Okay. There's the one on your door.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the outside of your door, keeping watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roll me a perception check to spy any other ones.
Jesus.
To spy.
Hey,
spy.
You're going up. First one was a
Yeah.
1, now it's a 2. Your next roll will be a 3. There's a surprising amount of spiders that you can see throughout the entirety of this abode. You can't really pinpoint the specific number, but there's plenty.
Good, good. I'm gonna ask the one that's guarding our door if he's free. Like, not enslaved.
Oh, I was like, you free, man? Free for drinks later?
It'll look at you when you ask. I mean, my job is to watch this home.
But can you leave whenever you want? Or when your shift is over of watching this home?
My shift doesn't really become over. I just stay here. And I wander away to eat when I desire.
But you haven't, or you can't leave the camp or city, excuse me.
I haven't.
You should try. Let's see what happens.
Roll me animal handling with advantage, of course.
Here's my 3 and a 4.
You got one of them.
Yeah.
I think it's doubling. It's doubling right now, yeah? That's
Yeah, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16.
What's in it for me?
Well, I don't believe you should be enslaved.
I'm not.
You don't even know if you are or not, unfortunately.
I can go if I please. I prefer
I hope.
to stay here and protect it.
I'm hoping you can go when you please. That's my point.
Spider's looking at you a little scrutinous.
I'm gonna scratch my head where my circlet is. Just to, show that I'm kin to the spider.
All of its eyes look at you as you are moving all across your body at once.
I'm assuming this entire conversation is in Skitter speak.
Oh, yeah. The only people who understand it are Iula and Snack. It doesn't seem to be convinced to try to wander away.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder, or at my shoulder, and see if I can get Silk to give me a helping hand on convincing him.
Silk seems to be analyzing you more than trying to assist you for now. Roll me an insight check.
Uh, 16.
It seems to be still judging if you are worthy of this gift.
Okay. Are you hungry?
I could eat.
It's not 100% fresh, and then I waved to Snack and I asked him to pull one of the bodies out of the bag.
Yeah, you got it.
What body are you pulling out of the bag?
I think it was one of the merfolk.
Yeah, we stuffed both of them in here.
Well, you barbecued one of them.
Oh yeah. The other
You're
one.
giving it the other one? Alrighty. It'll look at the body, slowly creep over towards it, and starts enveloping it in a web.
That's what I call two
Got it
birds
off
with
the
one
door.
stone.
Yeah, I did get off the door. I don't mean you harm. I only mean you to live the life you want to live.
That's deep. Be your best Skitter self.
It continues enveloping it, but now it seems to be watching you less and more focused on eating.
All right, I'm just gonna back away and let it enjoy its meal in peace, or storing its meal in peace, whatever it decides to do. And I'm just gonna wander around this city. Excuse me. Just keep an eye on the spiders, making sure no mean drow are like beating them or anything.
All right, so you're gonna wander around Dumaran.
Yes.
Spider rights advocate over here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll
suppose
just
I could
say
go-
that yeah.
Sorry.
Go for it.
I suppose I could go with Lefath.
Sure.
Help him out.
Yeah, I mean, we could all go, I guess. I don't know if we want to split up right now. But then again,
Party,
4
nothing
people
bad ever
might.
happens when I do that.
I mean, what do you guys think? 4 people draw too much attention. We're already evidently kind of high profile. But
We have to wait till this evening before the oh shit, what was her name? I can't remember. We're supposed to meet a high-ranking female official.
yeah, that sounds right.
Get that handout out. There's always handouts that we can check, guys.
Yeah.
Notable named NPCs. You are talking
Specific-
about Head Matron Viverk Ton.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Specifically, it's Snack that's Snack.
Yeah, that name was on the tip of my tongue too.
High profile.
Hey, calling me fat now?
More importantly, though, Vivek Tan is the one that took Tal'Dorei.
Vervicton was not the one who took Tal'Dorei. Vervicton was the one who commissioned the devils to take Tal'Dorei. She is the one that they told you is inside the tunnels that they're digging all the way to Rasona, and she's traveling back. Devils have Tal'Dorei, with a few other drow support, supposedly. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh,
Is our
just
little-
thinking.
Is our imp friend when he all mentioned he's still kind of with us?
Which friend?
Yeah, the one we captured
Burns?
that was supposed to. Yeah, burn. Hey,
Oh, the imp? The imp friend. I apologize. You kind of broke up towards the beginning of that for me. Well, as you mentioned him, the imp appears on Snack's shoulder. You rang.
what's up, homie?
Hey, how you doing, bro? And he gives you a fist bump.
Fist bump.
Well, this might be a good time to send him back. Tell him about the new deal I made. Or at least I want to make with his superiors.
What deal was that?
Oh, they help us rescue Tal'Dorei, the souls of anyone or anything we killed along the way go to the hells.
So, you're offering anybody that you kill before you get him, you will be sacrificing their souls to us?
That was the deal I made earlier. After you forget about that, DM?
Yeah, I did not write that deal down. I apologize. Well, if you kill me, I can go talk to my superior and then come back.
Alright. Anyone have any objections to this plan before I send him back anyways?
Whatever person you killed, their soul goes to hell. That's on you, not on me.
None here. I just want to get this over with quickly.
Nope.
Well, send me back.
How do you like it?
A bunk.
Oh, my favorite.
Ooh, Viola does really good bonks.
Alright, which of you has the most pent-up aggression? I know you want to hit me. Come on.
Ooh, full on Bonky Kong. Let's go.
Who here has the most pent-up aggression and wants to hit him? have
Every
to
time I
literally
swing my
kill the
hammer,
imp.
every time I swing my hammer, I take psychic damage. So I think you got this one.
Art isn't tired enough for pent-up aggression at this point.
Good point.
Yeah, she's at that like rare lull in the day in between morning coffee and evening fury.
Fair enough, fair enough. Iola, give me an attack roll.
Okay, that is a shillelagh bomb. There we go.
21
That is not
for
a very
5.
good bonk.
Not bad, it's not bad. Let me look at how many hit points an imp has.
Right, let me check out the... Oh
You
no, it's
crack
not
it.
damage rolls.
You crack it against the head. Ah! If you gotta do it, at least do it in one swing. Come on. You have to hit it again.
Yikes.
Another attack roll, or just roll damage again?
Give it another swing.
Just sitting there beating the crap out of him, not dying.
Yeah.
Oh god.
10. You swing and he kind of like dodges out of the way. Yeah, sorry, that actually kind of fucking hurt. Ugh. Alright, go on. Go. I'll close my eyes. I'll close my eyes. You have advantage.
Let's see if I get a crit then.
Yep. Alrighty, go ahead and roll your damage on it. You crack him across the jaw this time, and as he lands up in the air, he bursts into flames, igniting against the back wall and then dissipating.
Oh, that felt good.
That's your
Jeez.
emotional support imp.
Stress imp.
I want to build a
already.
wizard who does that to their familiars. I'm fucking frustrated.
Oh god.
I mean,
Say no to familiar abuse.
oh, very true.
In the
Yola
arms
kind of
of
what-
the angels.
Yola does kind of want to kill all of the cultists here for taking Tal'Dorei. Is my evil side showing through enough?
Yeah, a little bit. Didn't go into a
Fury
dark
of
and
a
darker
halfling.
place.
Fury of a halfling knows no bounds. Anyways. Now that he was sent back. Lefath, you said you wish to explore around Dumaran, correct?
Yes.
Well, how do you wish to do this? Do you wish to just walk up and down the streets pretending to be Tal'Dorei and having everybody look at you? Do you want to sneak around the streets and try to be unseen with everybody? Do you want to casually move through the area but kind of look around around your shoulders to take in the area? What would you like to do?
I want people to know I'm Tal'Dorei for the simple fact that if they show up before we switch back to our normal bodies, there is way too much confusion and we don't automatically get killed.
Fair. Okay. So you're gonna flaunt yourself out there.
Okay, so it might actually be better for one of us to accompany you as a bodyguard. Don't want the Lord to just be... We want him to be protected.
I could have 4 bodyguards.
Since Dumaran is effectively a cult city, would Ardennoher generally have a idea of the way around it?
It wouldn't be a general knowledge of it, but if you were looking for something in particular, you'd have a better chance of finding it, certainly. Like any secret, significant areas and stuff like that.
Okay.
Did you minor in
You've never been
architecture
here
at Cult
before.
College?
She paid attention. Anyways, you walk
I'm
out.
creative when it
the
comes to city layouts.
You walk out the front door, and as you are moving through the area, you start counting how many different bugbears compared to drow there are inside of Dumaran. You see that there is a very large bugbear population with only a significant but not terribly large drow population here. there's definitely a pecking order. Those that are closer to the Spider Queen, the Drow, seem to be elevated in status compared to everybody else. The others seem to just be working and trying to gain their favor with everything happening here. Regalia is seen on many different soldiers across both of the two battling races here. And holy symbols are hung openly on the fronts of people's doors, tattooed onto their bodies, carved into the hair of their bodies, because bugbears are very hairy. Roll me a perception check, everybody looking around the area as you are traveling. There we go. That was almost the one.
There's my crappy rolls.
Hey, we're getting there.
Walking around with blinders on.
Well, it is technically getting brighter, isn't it?
No, this city is capsulated by a cliff. Or
Okay.
capsulated? Or overshadowed by a cliff. So, Lefeth. This town has a very distinct familiarity to you that reminds you of Bazazan. It's certainly constructed in the manner of fortifying it, keeping it safe, being prepared for war and battle. The homes and estates seem to be pushed closer in towards the Penumbra Range, where might actually be the safest place in all of the Jorhas, being underneath the Penumbra Range, away from everything else, since, well, even natural creatures don't wish to go over there if they can help it. In front of all of that are then a few small, I don't want to say businesses, but craft shops. There doesn't seem to be a large exchange of coin here. There's a flow of coin, but not really in the manner of trying to profit off of one another. It seems to be more of a societal share with one another for whatever they need. Further past that is where there are a bunch of military buildings, and you take note of the siege equipment they have. On the wall, facing out towards the Vermalock Wildwood, there appears to be a total of 6 large ballistas. Large enough that a galleon that would have came into the ports of Jigal while you were there would only be able to support 2 of them on either side of the vessel. Past that, there appears to be a lot of catapults with vats of oil placed beside them, as well as these large metallic balls that have studs around them as ammunition. Aside from that, you are significantly outnumbered here. Wandering around, every single individual you have come across has been guarded, has been ready, at attention, trained. And not trained as in, I'm a town's guard, he. Trained as in, we survive in one of the most harsh climates and territories in the fucking world, and we thrive here. You count close to 200 bugbears, roughly 25 drow, and that's just within the first half of the city that you have wandered through. Is there anything else you would be looking for in particular?
If there's any mistreatment of the spiders that seem to be guarding and living here.
Roll me an insight check.
13.
As best as you can tell, the spiders are being treated very, very well. The spiders seem to be working with them in unison, kind of like the bugbears are mostly working, but they are treated with elevated status, that of the drow, or maybe just slightly below them.
Okay.
As the symbol to their faith, they are treated very well.
Interesting. You have some of these individuals that make the spiders brainless zombies. And you have some that are here living normally. Let's see what this is.
Eula, are you saying that out loud? I understand if you can't talk right now. I'm just wondering if you're actually saying that in character.
I mean, if he says that information with us in private, I'll tell him that. And otherwise, it's out of character.
Okay. As you are passing by Lefeth, an individual walks over to you with a bowl. Inside of the bowl looks to be exotic fruits and nuts that you have never seen before in your life.
Large fruits or small fruits?
Fist-sized fruits.
I picked the roundest, shiniest looking one.
Ready?
And then bow my head and thanks.
The individual smiles and then offers the bowl to anybody else who wishes to take any.
Yeah, you already know.
Eula,
Give me the second
Eula,
roundest and brightest one.
Eula, you would be the only person in this party who recognizes some of these tropical and exotic fruits and nuts, as many of them would be grown exclusively in the Lotus Den. The fact that they're here and so fresh means they must have been brought up here as a shipment very recently.
Lotus Den worms, Lotus Den fruits.
That's interesting, yes, but I'm not actually with them at the moment.
Oh, you stayed behind. I apologize. I didn't register that. So what are you doing, Eula? Let's go over to you.
Alright. This Srado mansion we are staying in, does it have a basement?
Give me a investigation roll. Well, is pretty good, especially for you. You wander around the primary ground floor, and when you get over to what appears to be a pantry, you look behind the shelf that has preserved fruits, preserved meats, all across it, just lining it. Seems to be enough to last a season if there was anything to go wrong. Out here in the wildlands, you would be very familiar. Even though this is a town, you're still technically in the wildlands. It is very common for something to go devastatingly wrong, and you have to be on lockdown, hiding for multiple weeks, if not months. So having backup plan of foods, of reserves, is fairly common, just in case that happens. Now, it's only something that happens once every couple of years, but it's still frequent enough that people take that precaution. But behind all of those, you see that there is a stone wall that is slightly discolored compared to the other stone walls. And when you pop your head out of this pantry, looking around, there's a good 4 feet of missing area inside of that pantry.
Sort of like a siege tunnel. Important people go through that if the area is attacked or breached. Character isn't familiar with those, but I am as a player.
There. After that
Yes.
investigation. Yeah, Arda?
I was just making a comment. This certainly is a town practically built for defense and warfare.
So, as you are exploring everything, the spider has finished cocooning the dead body. And as you're coming over, you see its fangs are sunk into the large wrappings, and it looks over at you, and with a full mouth. Fishy.
You like sushi?
Well, after we prepared to guard Tal'Dorei from any possible threat, therefore I thought I'd get familiar with the layout.
I meant the food. It's fishy. It keeps chewing on the body. Or a marrow. Then it'll look back over at you. You've spoken to her.
A spider queen. Indeed I have. Once.
You have a feeling like she's blessed you. Are you one of her clerics? And it goes and starts biting a different portion of the body now.
No, not a cleric. I played a part in saving some of her children once.
Thank you. Despite the nature of our arrangement, a lot of people usually don't stick their own necks out to help us outside of only minor dangers.
I, with a spider, a nod and a bow. Doesn't look like this is an area I could do something more covertly in.
The spider continues watching you as it is eating the body, and then it'll chime in. We all listen. We all see. There's not a place on this world where spiders don't see what's happening. I know your one friend is not the one they are looking for. And it keeps eating.
That's concerning. Suppose I'll head back up to the mountain proper and wait for Lafeth and the others to get back.
While you're waiting, your house spider will continue talking. But we can sense that she's talked with you. Our allegiance is to her, not anything else.
Very well. I thank you for your silence in that matter.
Thank you for saving our kin. Who would have thought having mercy for a bunch of spiders would have paid off for you?
In spades, though.
Yeah. Is there anything else the three of you would like to do while you're wandering around town?
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah, no.
After doing your investigation. Oh, yeah, Arda? Sorry.
I said no. Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
Either.
After the three of you conduct your investigation, you head back over to your home where by the time you get to the front door, the body that was already cocooned is now compressed and much thinner. Thankfully, you don't see it, and the spider looks very happy as it climbs back onto the door.
Was it filling?
Tasted fishy.
I could see that.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite either. But, you know, I've eaten worse.
I had gnome once. Very, very salty.
Oh, no.
Was
Tasted
it from all the
bitter.
tears?
No. Tears are just the right amount of salty. These were bitter and salty. So, the four of you are back together.
Mm-hmm.
See.
God damn it, Arda.
And Eula, now that they're back, you see, I imagine Snack already ate his fruit and it's probably gone, and Lafeth is still savoring it. He's eating
That's right.
this large orangish fruit that is indigenous to where you come from, that has a lot of seeds on the inside that are squishy and sweet, and they burst with flavor. Think similar to like an aki. Or, sorry, a pomegranate, but orange.
I love it.
And Eula, you would immediately discern that is grown exclusively in the Lotus Den. the only place in Xhorhas that could support such a tropical fruit because, well, if a druid wants to grow tropical fruits, it just fucking does.
Yeah. I've had a number of those before. Very delicious. Only from the Lotus Den in this part of the continent.
So, yeah, Lotus Den fruit, Lotus Den worms. What's going on here?
There's definitely some sort of trade going on. At the very least.
Yeah. But, I mean, it just seems strange for druids to align with these folk.
Spiders are a part of nature too. Well, most spiders at least.
True.
So, what of concerning news? The spiders know we are not who we seem to be.
I don't find that surprising. Do have a lot more eyes they can keep on us.
Lots of eyes and everywhere, literally.
I do have a plan to help even the odds in case our cover is blown. It will take some time and privacy to make it happen, though.
How much time do you need?
Time and privacy to make what happen?
Long story short, probably the relatively weakest place to deal with this place from is below. It is a fortress. And I can summon a lot of different creatures, some of which can dig.
Mm-hmm. Are we talking an hour? Are we talking several?
Several hours. Joey, what sort of roll would it take to estimate how long it would take giant badgers, who probably shouldn't be using badgers, actually. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say, badgers don't give a fuck what you tell them to do. They do what they want.
Are they honey badgers?
All badgers.
I don't give up.
In our universe, there are 3 canon features of animals. Ducks are the embodiment of great old ones. That's just what they are. Swans are on that, or geese are in that same spectrum, but way worse. And badgers cannot be commanded by any creature to do anything they don't want to do. All badgers don't give a fuck.
My patron is a dog.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yup. Waddle. But yes, if you're looking for a different creature that you would be aware of, you could summon dire worms. That's definitely something you would be aware of from the Lotus Den. They're tunneling creatures as well. Moles, dire moles. Those are things. A dire worm is a CR 1/8, though.
CR 1/8. I could summon a lot more of those. What is the dig speed?
They have a dig speed of... So, they have a tunnel speed of 25 feet. They have a dig speed of 10 feet. When they tunnel, they just poop out the dirt behind them so it fills in the gaps as they keep moving. When they dig, it is significantly slower because they don't poop it right there. They have to relieve it someplace else.
That's concerning.
And moles
Right.
have the same stats as badgers.
Well,
Back cracks.
my plan was essentially dig out beneath the warren and eventually try to cause a collapse, a sinkhole.
What are we doing here again? Like, what's our mission? Are we like gonna bring down the city? I thought we were just here to rescue someone.
So we are here to rescue Tal'Dorei.
I mean, if you want to bring down a city, I'm not opposed. And just, that actually sounds kind of dope.
They
But
mess with my pack, they have to suffer. There is no middle ground with halflings.
Honestly, as much as I'd love to take down Doomeran, I'm not sure about the consequences of doing so in the future. Who knows what Fury might come after us.
I have no doubt there will be some dangerous things coming after us. I just don't care.
dang, you woke up feeling spicy today. Like, all right, guys, stealth mission, infiltrate, we're disguised as drows. Like, Yoa's like, let's bring down the fucking city. Diddle diddle.
Now, if you want to calculate how long it would take for you to have worms or moles digging through the underbelly of Doomeran to destroy it, that would be a nature check. It has to be an intelligence thing.
Perfectly average roll.
Don't fuck with the ladies from this campaign. Holy shit. $11. It's a pretty big city, and depending on how much penumbra range rock is there, would probably take them a few days of digging. Now that's also assuming that the penumbra range does not stretch underneath the city like it did in the portion where you saw the sword as well. Remember, that stone cannot be magically or physically... Well, it can be physically altered, but it cannot be magically altered. and your summoned creatures are magical.
Oh,
Now,
dang it.
if you want to collapse a specific part of the city, that's a lot easier. But this is a very large city that's like 4.5 miles wide.
So, that plan would still be relatively useful if I wanted to call in the seeds and just bring down the walls. But we don't have time for that, or the means to communicate with Hobbs and Rosanna.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can get a message out to them tomorrow after I prepare. But
They won't be here for weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Not within the next 22 hours, certainly. Less now.
So,
And they probably wouldn't want to send anybody anyways, because, you know, they got to defend Rosanna. I guess we could collapse the tunnels that they're making, but they could just re-tunnel, right?
Oh, that probably won't work. They're digging through the penumbra veins. My summons wouldn't be able to collapse those.
Well, I mean, they're using the same worms that you would summon to do their digging, right?
No, not actually. And more to the point, my summons are magical, and magic cannot affect the stone of the penumbra range.
So theirs are non-magical worms that they've tamed.
Joey, is there like a castle, a headquarters style looking building in this city?
There's a couple of buildings that look larger than yours, that look residential in nature. And then there's a lot of different barracks and military style buildings around the area. Roll me a perception check, see if you can find something that might say leadership is here.
Yeah. 23.
Okay. Looking for specific buildings that have that feature does not really reward you. But once you start looking around, you notice one of the buildings in particular as you're kind of like peeking out from the blinds. It has an increased amount of guards in front of it, as well as that same hobgoblin you were speaking to who brought you all here is now leaving that and seems to be walking towards your estate.
Yola, and I point to the building. If you're wanting to collapse a building, I would go with that one.
Interesting. Cut the head off the spider, and then the whole thing falls.
Just like my grandma always used to say.
You have a very interesting grandma, Snack.
Like you wouldn't believe.
As the two of you are in the door or in the window peeking behind the blinds at it, the individual seems to be looking around the area. I would like both of you to roll me stealth checks.
Both as in me.
Yes, you and Eula, since you're pointing it out to her and she's looking. Okay. As the individual's eyes are settling on the front of your estate, you both move quickly behind the blinds and both of you tug at the curtain to make sure it doesn't look like it's shaking, taunting it at the bottom. They don't seem to notice. A few breaths go by. The door slowly opens, and the individual smiles at you. And I think this is where we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump back into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in joining our community and hanging out with us a little bit more, you can do so by joining our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. Where last we left off, the party had adventured all the way into the depths of Dumaran. You began exploring the city after having a conversation about what exactly it is you were about to be doing here. Lefeth easily discerning exactly how fortified this location is. It is a fortress by every definition of the word, as well as discerning that the spiders are treated incredibly well. Iula stayed back and found what might be a hidden doorway. And had a conversation with the guardsman spider that was positioned on your door. The spider itself revealed to Iula that it could tell for some reason that Lefeth was not the one that everybody was looking for. But given the fact that Iula seems to have an aura that complements communicating with the entity that created all spiders, the Spider Queen, it was not going to reveal that to everybody else. You all got back, and Iula discerned that one of the fruits Lefeth and Snack were eating was something that is exclusively grown in the Lotus Den here in Xhorhas, because they are the only people that could support tropical fruits if they desired to do so. Which brings up a lot more questions into what's really going on here. Now, Lefeth looked around for a building that might be a good building for Iula to tunnel through with her summoned worms or moles, and discerned one of them is probably the leadership building. Luckily, the two of you dodged out of the way before the bugbear that you've been communicating with so far would spy you. They come over to your door and open it up. I hear you had a nice stroll around our city. I hope it is fortified enough for your liking.
It is, and the treatment of the spiders as well.
And good fruits.
We have many trade routes that are good. And of course, spiders are gifts of ears and eyes that link directly to our queen. They are the embodiment of her. Would never dream of disrespecting such beautiful creatures. We have learned the dogma of her teachings over the generations. And we here in Dumaran, even though we were not born of her like all of you, we respect and idolize it as much as any other creature could.
Good. Any word on when we will be seeing the head matron?
We sent communications down there, but I am afraid she is not able to leave her current position there. We've been working on a great deal many projects, trying to help us bugbears become closer to all of you in nature. And she needs to focus her magics on doing this.
How far down the
She has
tunnels is she?
requests merely several miles away. We have organized a group that would be happy to escort you to her tonight after supper.
Good.
That should suffice.
If you all would accompany me, we have set up a feast for you over at my personal home.
Now we're talking.
Very well.
He will hold the door open and bow for all of you to walk out.
Going out the door.
Yep.
I'm hungry.
As you all walk out the door, head to the left and over towards that building, which is just your neighbor. The front doors are opened up by two other bugbears that look similar in bulk and size to this individual who is escorting you around. They all bow towards you as you walk in there, and you look around this beautiful, gorgeous estate that is Arda, exactly to the quality you would anticipate. You see that there are massive paintings and murals of different drows and individuals, different sceneries that would be imagined from the Underdark and times people would spend down there, and the woodwork and trimmings on the inside are definitely imported and to a caliber of niceness that is just impeccable. Everybody else, yeah, this looks about on par to your home. Well, she knows culty
So-
shit.
This is so gaudy. It's actually embarrassing. Yeah, this looks nice.
Thank you. We aim to please. He bows. You round the corner at a very lovely long table that has fresh dishes being displayed out on top of it right now, all of which are covered by silver platters and lids to preserve exactly how nice and fresh they are. The individual goes over to chairs and starts pulling them out for each of you to sit down, letting the head of the table to be seated by Lefeth.
Right.
As you all sit there, aside from Arda, who here would have any amount of dealings with traditional drow food? Like Underdark food. And why?
I mean, I'm a foodie. My
Fair.
name is Snack.
That's fair. That is very fair. All right, I guess that means only the two of you. They lift the lids. And the moment it is brought upwards, you are all hit with a delicious fungus-based fragrance. You are hit with a beautiful spray of steam up towards you as you look at these bowls that have long noodles that are soaking in some type of broth that looks very dark in nature. There appears to be mushrooms of all varieties inside of this broth and bowl, as well as very thick, dark-colored meat that is sliced and finely cooked to perfection, with an assortment of different herbs and vegetables that just make it smell even more intoxicating. In addition to that, there appears to be a single egg that was cooked inside of these bowls of ramen for each of you. And there are traditional chopsticks beside them. Snack and Arda, you have no issue using chopsticks. Eula and Lefeth, I need a sleight of hand check from both of you. I mean, saying fungus-based fragrance is how somebody like myself who hates fungus would describe it. It smells really good to people who like it.
Ah, crap.
as you look down at these meals. Arda, even though you have moved away from the cultist society, one thing about them still stands true. Their food is fucking delicious.
Cults always have the best snacks. How they get you.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
And to the dark side, we have fungus-based fragrance meals.
Ramen.
I was just like,
Well, in the Underdark, they grow a lot of fungus everywhere, so that's one of the things you eat in abundance. Now, even though I say fungus, it's probably like truffle, you know?
yeah. I mean, I believe mushrooms are of the fungi family, so
Exactly. That's what it is.
there's like one sentence that sticks out to me every session. this time it's definitely fungus-based fragrance. Like,
All right, start telling me what those sentences are, and I'll start changing the titles each session. So yes, you all sit there, and Lefeth, you take a beat to allow everybody else to begin eating before you, and you take note of Arda and Snack's positioning of their palms and hands in order to lift the bowls and eat properly with chopsticks and mimic them perfectly in what they are doing. Eula, it's just a little awkward for you to fumble with these two prongs when things like forks and spoons work so much better for you. So you are a little fumbly as you are eating. But yes, all of you are eating the meal prepared for you.
absolutely. That fungus-based fragrance is calling my name.
Now, as you're all consuming it, there is a little fogginess and tiredness that runs over you as you complete your first bowl completely. Luckily, though, all of you are drow and you cannot magically be put to sleep. Wyatt, thank you so much, buddy. Lefeth now has a viewer inspiration from Wyatt. Thank you very much, everybody. Make sure when you use it, you thank him.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Yes, thank you.
After the first bowl is done, immediately there's another drow who comes walking out of the kitchen, pushing a large tray and refilling your other bowls. They seem to not be able to run out of all of this delicious food.
Oh, I'll be the judge of that.
So, everybody, I hope this is to your liking. We received the recipe from many of the drows that have come through here previously, and we even asked somebody who is an expert cook to provide us with all of the proper ingredients to make it as authentic as possible.
It's delicious. As I'm just shoveling it into my mouth.
Arda's
Eola,
resisting the
you've missed
seconds,
about
but
half. That's fair.
Arda's
Eola, you've
Arda's
missed
resisting
about half the
seconds,
food.
but, she says,
I'm sorry.
Send the
I
chef,
have a
send the
delay,
chefs
yeah.
my regards.
They nod towards you. But back to business. We have been developing a new creation, a combination of us, bugbears, with the gifts of your Spider Queen. Now, it has not been perfect. We've been having a success rate of about 10% or so, but those of us that have been gaining her favor through the incubation chamber have been powerful enough to survive through it, come through far more powerful than we typically are.
Have you done it?
I have not gone through the process yet. With the risks of losing oneself, I am more than happy to take this upon myself, but I've been requested by the head matron to watch over things in her stead when she is not here.
I see. Okay. Does it only work on bugbears? Does it work on any other species or race?
As of now, we've only been able to work it with all of us. It is an intense process where they take blood from one that has lineage connected directly to her, and they use that to infuse into ourselves while we are cocooned in webbings.
And I'm assuming that's where I come in.
Your blood will be a very powerful agent. We are able to transform all of us here, even just a tenth of us, into our true selves. Our army would be unstoppable. Persona.
Well,
Arta's intercom is on, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is bad news."
Yeah, it doesn't seem great.
I start rolling up my sleeves. So, when do you want to start?
Oh, not quite yet. We are aware that your lineage is substantial compared to many of ours. But if you are one generation closer, your blood would be capable of giving us a much higher success rate.
And how do we figure that out?
Head matron will test it. She listens to the Queen of Spiders speaking in her ear. She can look at it and discern the quality that your blood has.
Okay.
Depending on how close you are to our queen, your blood might be the secret to transforming all of us into agents, her image.
And the telecom artist like, "Are we about to bust up a mutation lab? Because I think we might need to bust up a mutation lab."
I'm about to bring in the simic hybrids into his universe.
Now, we have all of the precautions in place to ensure your safety, as we have been using blood from our head matron. To pursue this already, we will be using the same precautions for you as well. That is one of the reasons we will be providing all of the proper nourishments to naturally recharge yourself as much as possible. We will have 2 clerics appointed to you to ensure that no matter how much of your blood you lose, you will gain more of it. The process we
When do you
have in
plan on-
place, we should be able to create 10 of us a day.
Yeah, do you mean try 10 times, or are you accounting for the success
Correct.
ratio? Okay.
Correct, yes. Asking Lefeth?
I'm guessing you're taking this from the wrists.
It will be, yes.
Well, we should get this going.
He looks down at the food. That you now notice he did not get a refill, and his bowl looks slightly different than all of yours. And I apologize, but we have been lied to through deceptive means of illusions before. We did poison your meals, but no drow would be succumb to this type of poison ever.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't taste that bad.
I understand we were being tracked when we left the city.
What
Gets a
what kind of
much more
poison? 'Cause
serious
it's got a
look
nice
now.
nice spice to it.
You may speak to the chef about that.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna excuse myself and go talk to the chef. Find out what he gave us. You guys carry on.
the individual's
at least
tracking after. Yeah, Arda, go ahead.
At least the potions of good quality.
Yeah, it goes down smooth. Just a little bit of kick. Is that cilantro?
Oh,
And it's
these
not just
individuals
surface
that were
level.
tracking. The individuals that are tracking after you, they are a halfling, a lizard folk, a furbolg, and a tiefling. As well as, I think, a human, they said. Is that all correct?
And there was a dwarf and a gnome at one point as well.
We are keeping a vigilant eye out for any of them. They were seen entering into the forest, of course, but we have no idea if they have escaped. There's a stray Ettercap out there as well. They may be in conflict with that. Could prove to slay them, but I have already issued a group of assassins to go after them. Do not worry. They will not interfere with you.
Well, since we have passed your tests, I'd like to get this show on the road.
Of course. He stands up and walks over towards the kitchen where you open it up and the chef is speaking with Snack right now. Yes, and you see, after processing this through the glands of a basilisk, it will be capable of knocking out, well, some of the most hardy of individuals that try to consume it. The issue is you have to cook it with an abundance of other flavors so nobody else can tell what it was. You're right, it was the spice.
Damn. Oh man, thank you.
And he'll hand you a small vial of it. Please, use it for our lord.
Absolutely. Thanks, bud.
You have one vial with 5 pinches of knockout poison on consumption, DC 13 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, they fall asleep for the next 5 minutes.
Ah, well, this might come in handy.
Any movement of the individual whatsoever will rouse them from their slumber.
Gotcha.
Consume only.
Yeah, just gotta whip it up in my little portable god walk. Pretty sure I have that.
Sure. You're a bugbear. You have double carrying capacity. You're fine. Like,
Yeah.
we are ready to head over down into the tunnels now. Insta super weapon when she ranks up.
Oh my god, we just
Why did
discovered a power combo.
Why did I just give that to you? Arda, eat this. The enemies
what?
slap her.
Yeah.
Just oh no, we just did that. I still need to work on that feat. I'm working on it still. I'm just trying to make sure it's balanced and not OP.
It's like a power capsule
can't-
for Arda. Just instant Super Saiyan.
Anyways, you walk outside of the establishment and head over towards the Penumbra Ranges wall. As you walk, just for a short 500 feet, you are fully underneath the shade of the large hanging cliff's edge of the range itself that you are now moving inside of. You also notice as you are approaching closer to it that there is a shimmering illusion across the range that you simply walk through that makes it look from the outside that the city ends right up against the wall. There's an illusion protecting what lies further inside, which is the section of the city that is 3 times larger from what you've been able to see thus far. A vast number of warriors and soldiers are all past this ridge and illusion, all of which are armed to the teeth with jagged-looking, crude great axes, clubs, and hammers. Only a small portion of them have segments of armor or even just chainmail against themselves. I'm sorry. Barely any of them have this. But as you saw from one of the blacksmiths before, they are working to rectify that already. This is a standing, substantial army that they have at their disposal here. As you are moving through the city, the individual continues guiding you. You make your way over towards what appears to be a large circle of stones all around. Past the circle of stones, there appears to be a large hole in the ground that has slabs of stone guarding whatever is underneath it. You begin walking over towards the slab of stones, and you notice a small number of bugbears are here, but there are 2 of them in particular that stand out above all others. This one here is Malice. He's the one guiding you. And then you notice a bugbear that looks unlike any of the others. The hair on their body seems to be prickly and on edge, stretching across them. It is sharpened to a T all around them, and the horns and structures of their ears seem to have all been shifted up, creating a spider limb-like jagged spike crown all around them. Their eyes are blackened with little red beads in the very centers of them, reflecting the image of spiders themselves, and they are a good 2.5 feet taller than all of the other bugbears, though they hold these massive greatswords that any of you would be incapable of lifting, aside from maybe Snack. This is one of the corrupted Maliceborn. The individual moves over towards you and
That is quite the transformation. Enough of these, we could take down Rosanna.
Intercom, what the hell are they doing here?
I'm going to inspect the corrupted bugbear like a how to put this, like you would a prized dog or a prized horse.
hey,
Look him in the teeth.
if you are trying to see their physical capabilities, that would be an insight check. If you are trying to see their facilities, mentally or otherwise, that would be medicine check. Or sorry, vice versa that. Sorry, if physical is medicine.
I want to see. Go ahead.
Physical is medicine, and mental faculties would be insight.
Ah, 7 and a 6. And a 5. Next person to roll is gonna get a 4, hopefully.
Yikes.
Come on, Arda, do it.
Oh, I'm doing it too? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I mean, you don't have to. Like, if you want to roll a 4.
Yeah, you don't have to care about it. You know, it's fine.
Oh,
Oh,
very
so close.
I'm loving it.
All right. So let's start. Snack and Arda aren't going to yield anything, more or less, compared to the other two. And since you have your
Sure.
mental intercom, I'll just tell them. The Fath, insight. The creature seems less docile and accommodating than the other bugbears, including this chieftain that you've been talking to the whole time. But it doesn't seem mentally less than them. It just seems less well-mannered. You have a sense that its mental facilities are relative to the other bugbears, if not even sharper. Eula. You look at the one standing next to him, which has been among the beefiest and strongest of the bugbears you've seen thus far. This new creation seems substantially stronger than he is. Substantially slower as well. And you tap it with your stick one time. It felt like you were tapping a slightly soft wall. It is sturdy beyond belief. Physically, it is, all in all, thus superior to all of these bugbears.
That is concerning.
I'll say. Well played, Yola. That is indeed concerning.
Are these bugbears sterile? Does the corruption go to next of kin?
I never took you for being into bugbears, the fact. But...
Look, I'm trying to play
We
a
have
role
not.
here, right?
We have not tested this yet. However, when they become corrupted, there's a couple of features about them that make them incapable of performing those type of activities. Firstly, the corrupted born, or the malice born, as we are referring to them, they seem to crave violence and slaughter. Secondly, their physiology does seem to become hampered slightly. He gestures downwards, and I mean, just like steroids,
It ain't working downstairs. Gotcha.
there's always a price to pay, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Lafath doesn't really care, but he's trying to play the role of some noble.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Is it possible for Arda to telepathically deliver the sense of cringing internally?
Absolutely, yes.
You don't even need to telepath. I can feel it from here.
Yeah. Everyone has heard Iola's screaming internally by now. Multiple times.
I'm just laughing. Man, all the muscles in the world, but not the important one.
Aww.
Although it is good to know that they can't reproduce naturally in this state, so they have to be made.
Exactly, they have to be created. They don't seem capable of reproducing. They don't have a warrant for that because I'm not dealing with that headache, and they don't have a wanting for that.
We need some blue pill for the beefy bugbears.
That will necessitate we keep some not transmutated like this if we want to make this a multi-generational project.
Absolutely. We've been conscientious of that as well. In fact, our head matron has already suggested intergenerational breeding among us, so when we transform, we are sturdier and stronger and more resilient to the transformation.
Ooh, I think I know which one of y'all's gonna be the top.
Please tell me that was said out of character.
Take your pick.
Out of character it is. All right.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Here. He gestures and the Malice-born walks over to you, Lefeth. It sniffs at you.
I did not hear anything you just said.
It said you different.
Well, thank you. That's why I'm here.
He is superior to all of us. Malice-born looks over at him very... Well, with your insight check, disgusted that it was compared to a bugbear.
I feel the sentiment. I don't know if I'm more superior. I'm definitely more useful at the moment.
Make more.
That is our hopes and our goals.
Ooh. So. The Malice-born will go back to standing and patrolling. As you can see, it has been a resounding success.
It has. So are we
Follow
hoping
me.
that are we hoping that if I'm a generation or two closer that we'll have even better results?
Better bugbears.
That is the hope as well. It's significantly stronger than All of us. The Maliceborn sees one of the miners is having difficulty moving a whole bunch of what looks to be iron ore, and it comes over to the large wheelbarrow, lifts it up, and brings it over past one of the edges they were having difficulty getting over.
Badass bugbears, bro.
They also seem to not like metal for some reason. I am disgusted.
What's that there sword that he's holding made of?
Mammoth bone.
Ah, as you do.
Are any of you proficient in nature? I don't think so. Nobody ever takes that proficiency.
I mean, I would, but for whatever reason, it is intelligence instead of wisdom.
That's why nobody ever takes it. All right.
Druid that doesn't know about nature.
So, like, there's a difference, right? Like, nature and survival are two sides of the same coin. Nature is knowing, hey, that's poison ivy. Survival is knowing not to fucking touch it.
Yeah.
You don't need to know if it's what it is. You just know it's a nope.
Ah,
Wisdom and intelligence, you know?
show enough.
Intelligence is knowing that tomatoes are a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put tomatoes into a fruit salad.
Charisma is being able to...
Not with that attitude.
Charisma is being able to sell a tomato-based fruit salad.
True.
I'm already sold.
Yeah, that's called salsa.
He did it. He
The
did
man's
it.
got a point. You must have
The
high
natural
charisma.
bard.
Strength is how far you can throw rotten tomatoes.
Constitution's being able to eat a rotten tomato without getting sick. The tomato... It's... In case anybody watching is new to D&D or Snack, the tomato reference is a very common explanation of all of the stats in D&D. Tomatoes. But anyways. Please, everybody, follow me. We will head down into the crust. Back into your natural habitat.
Yeah, let's get crusty.
But this place smells
Say
crusty.
Maliceborn.
Telecom.
Lefath, be sure that you move. And Snack, move your damn self. I'm just going to shorten their display name to Maliceborn Bugbear. And you all walk down. The stairs descend for about 120 feet or so before you reach the very bottom. As you are moving, the original Bugbear Malice is in front, guiding you all down, and the corrupted one is lingering behind you all. Play name. You enter down into this very ancient, very old, crude-looking circle that is perfectly shapen and appears to have no other entrance or exit once you are down here. The Maliceborn seems to be sniffing at Snack from behind him, and Snack, when you turn around, even in your fur-bulged self, this individual would dwarf you in size. Just
Yikes.
massive.
Look at the size of this man. Absolute unit.
Absolute unit. unfortunately doesn't happen.
The chieftain moves over here and gestures. Everybody, please descend the stairs. We've constructed this hole so that only those that know its secrets can open it, to ensure even if Dumaran falls, the secrets of what we did here remain in our favor. The Maliceborn grabs a lever on the wall and struggles for a moment before cranking it downwards, applying a tremendous amount of strength. And you watch as the hole above your heads rotates and closes. As soon as it closes, you see from underneath there are about 60 rods that shoot from the ground into hooks underneath that hole, and each rod appears to be made out of steel. You are inside of practically a bunker at this point. Our queen gifts us with the knowledge to open up from down below. Please. He cuts his palm and drips it across the floor. Allow us into your safe keepings, fortifications. As he says that, you listen to the ground beneath you all begin cracking and shaking before a staircase appears in the center of the room. Bugbear looks at all of you very proud.
I'm proud of it.
You're gifted with her knowledge. She favors each of us tremendously. Lefath, the Maliceborn, is growing more and more outraged right now.
Lovely. I am going to do this.
Oh,
Telecom.
move.
Yes.
Telecom to the Fath. Is it Mia or is that Maliceborn Bugbear starting to get a little more upset?
Malicey?
Yes.
If it attacks, we can claim that the malice are not effective.
He was sniffing me on the way down. And not in the fun way.
I don't want to know what the fun way is. Thank you very much.
Oh, well.
Yep.
No.
No.
Don't lewd the Maliceborn Bugbear.
As you can see, you're not so different down here. We have a ways to go, of course, but we will achieve grace in her image. I'd like you all to roll me initiative real quick.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm going first.
Mayhaps. These guys have advantage on initiative checks because they're aggressive. That's a little better. Lefath, you're still on whisper roll, by the way. It added you, but, you know.
Is it every roll or just Kiana's roll? It was just Kiana's roll. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh, her sheet is toggled.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, so that's 5 of you, 2 of them. Fair fight. Alrighty. As you're all having your intercom conversation, and the Bugbear Chieftain is talking up how magnificent bugbears are now that they can finally achieve this enlightenment. Eula, you look to your behind, and you see the Maliceborn grips their great bone sword, and they are in a furious, unbridled rage, staring at the Malice. What would you like to do?
I'll just see them saying there's one thing they might be lesser in. Restraint. I will shillelagh bonus action, sort of just put myself between it and Lafayette, aka Tal'Dorei. Defensive position. That's my turn.
The Maliceborn is looking directly at the chieftain. You are lesser. You are not like us. And he will charge directly over towards him, wielding his great axe with only one hand as he swings it twice down at the individual. And he's going to Reckless. And he's still going to miss the first attack. Second attack. 16 will hit. As he slashes against the individual, they kind of block and move backwards. Clearly, they have some amount of experience in combat, and he gets sliced up aggressively right now. The Fath, your turn.
I'm going to occupy his space for a moment and utilize flanking from Snack. And I'm going to, stabby stab.
Stab. The chieftain?
No, the malice bug, the corrupted one. I missed though.
Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I didn't
that
want
misses.
to be on top of him. Yeah.
You have an offhand.
I do.
Shouldn't that be a bonus action? You'd be saving for disengage.
I'm not worried about all that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do it. So, stab.
Don't worry about Lafeth. He has almost half as many hit points as Kiana. Wow. You go attacking towards the individual, and you're aiming for vital points that usually would be soft, but it seems this creature has some type of exoskeleton-like natural armor that makes it slightly difficult to see where the weak points are.
That's my turn.
Oh, I fucked up their 2 initiatives. That's fine. We'll just continue from that point on. Yeah, he would have been skipped the first round until something actually happened. Yana.
Oh, that's me again.
Yep.
Well, she is going to rage. It's a bonus action, and then is Reckless a bonus action as well?
Reckless is a bonus action, yes.
Alright, then we'll do that next time then. And she will attack.
Reckless is not a bonus action. You're thinking rage.
Oh, sorry. Rage is a bonus action. I apologize. Reckless
well,
is
then
just
she's-
declared as you attack.
Alright, well, she's raging and recklessing. Ugh, that's a tongue twister. Alright.
Yeah.
And
Raging reckless against the beefy bugbear.
You have advantage because
Yeah.
reckless.
I know.
Need
I'm
it.
Holy
trying
fuck.
to use two different, All right, 22.
That hits. There we go. Finally, a
There we
roll
go.
above 5.
Yeah, for real.
And not a
9.
roll above 5.
It's something, right? It's 9 points of damage. And that was against the corrupted one, correct?
Correct. And then
Takes
second attack.
He's a hardy boy.
Yeah, that 9 points of damage was not a big chunk of that health bar.
Not. That's 13.
There you go. And that's her turn.
Alrighty. Snack.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and swing at it with my hammer. Utilizing flanking.
That hits. Ooh. 7 bludgeoning, 2 psychic.
Yeah, so I was looking at
roll
it.
your normal damage as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just the way we set up that macro for the hammer.
Let me look at gravel thrash real quick. Why is it not showing up in the compendium?
I think it's grovel thrash with an O.
You're right. +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, which should be calculated in. You deal an extra 2d6, so you still roll your damage as normal. That's just extra 7.
Yeah. So
Click the word gravel. Well, change it to grovel eventually. Click gravel thrash inside of the chat box, and it'll roll your damage.
oh, okay.
Were you one-handing or two-handing?
One-handing.
Okay, so that is 11 points of bludgeoning and 2 points of psychic to yourself. That's it?
Yep.
Arda.
Okay, so quick question. So for flanking, do I have to be like directly behind him if I'm gonna do a range attack, or any attack? Or can I just be behind
You
him if
need to
I'm gonna
have
do a range-
somebody. You need somebody opposite you. So if you stood here, you would have flanking from Miula.
Okay. So
Or
So if
stand
I
on the
went-
stairs, and you'd have flanking from Kiana.
okay, so if I did this, then I'd have flanking.
That is correct.
Okay. Okay then. I'm just getting annoyed. Pew pew.
Oh, shooting from melee with spells give you disadvantage, but flanking would make it a straight roll.
Okay.
So 10 misses.
Mm,
11 misses. Wow.
He's pain.
The creature
I love it.
seems very resilient and hardy. Iula, here you go.
Well, this will be a rack at advantage. Thank you, advantage.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that was also
5.
minimum damage.
Ready?
That'll be my turn anyways.
Ready. The bugbear Malice is going to go. Wait, no. You're... Shit. And he will pick up his Morning Star and swing it at him twice. "21 hits for 12 piercing damage. The Maliceborn is now hurt. The Feth.
Okay. Just gonna go here. And stab. Make sure. Yep, okay. 22.
Oh yeah, that hits. Ooh, 16, not bad.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna bite him. Oh, I don't have bite right now. I'm gonna stab him.
Natural 20. Unfortunately,
Nice.
you already used your sneak attack.
I know. Turn that off.
Fine. You get 2d4s. Hey,
So,
that's max damage.
It is.
Wow.
Well, nice. He's looking really hurt now. You found the soft spots.
Finally.
Now, the Maliceborn bugbear is going to shriek and cry, "No, I smell imposter. Kill it!" And he will keep attacking the other one.
He has disadvantage.
Well, 16 still hits. He only has disadvantage on the first one, correct?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Oh, no, it's Kiana's ability. It's just disadvantage. Oh.
Oh, the disadvantage.
Poor
That's-
Maliceborn. All right. And it will shout over at all of you, "I smell bake, not like us." Kiana.
Okay. Well, she always recklesses, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with it.
Right.
15.
Hits. Its AC is not ridiculous, guys. It's just
Well, I gotta ask. I don't know what it is, so. All right,
13.
that's
Oh, it's
for-
just barely still standing.
All right.
You
last
described
one.
it as a slightly soft wall.
Yeah, slightly soft, like drywall.
Okay.
How does Kiana want to do this?
Cut its head off.
So as the creature is crying and screaming out that there is an imposter nearby, it can smell, it can sense it. Kiana instinctually yeets the head off so it can stop talking as the creature falls down to the ground, dead.
Nice.
Okay, that I'm looking back towards the chief there. Okay, what the hell was that?
I don't know. It's never. None of them have done that before. Smells an
Is he the
imposter
oldest?
nearby.
You seem pretty pissed at you, man. What'd you do?
I don't know. I sorry that this happened. I smell an imposter.
And he attacks you.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you
I am not in.
you have something you want to tell us?
No, I've devoted my entire life. My father was the chief before all of us. We love the Queen and teachings. Strange.
I'm gonna say
Well,
through the Articom. No, I know it's fucked up, but we gotta gaslight this dude.
Yes, I don't
shall
know.
let
This
the head-
entire situation is kind of sus.
We shall let the head matron decide what is best.
Absolutely.
And I say that as sternly as possible.
Roll intimidation.
Fuck.
You could use strength if you want.
Hey.
15's not bad.
Yeah, usage rank would not have been any
Like to
better.
use.
Would have been actually
Yeah, I know.
worse.
15. He looks over at you as you say that, and he interprets your mood as being mistrusting of him. And he'll lean closer to you, Lefeth. Are you confident that none of these are imposters? The head matron said that the Malice-born can sense those attached to our queen. I imagine he would be confused. I'm the only not drow here. But my entire life, he unbuttons his shirt and lifts up the chainmail where you see that he is branded with the sign of the spider on him. It's been dedicated to her and nothing else. Are you positive none of them were imposters?
They have been with me the whole time. If you were in my shoes, how would you feel if a malice bugbear said that there was an imposter and then attacked somebody that wasn't you? Would you believe it? That they
No.
were the imposter?
No, I would not.
Yes, exactly. You must understand my position.
I have to still escort you to her. Give me a moment, everybody. Sorry, my neighbor was hanging up a door sign. I thought they were knocking on my door when they were hammering.
Nice.
I
And
have to check
as,
everybody in the building's old, and if something's going on,
As the bugbear
Go ahead,
malice shows off his branding, Arda just suddenly goes really stiff as she looks at it.
I am no threat to any of you. And he takes. This guy is so stupid. He will take his Morning Star and his 5 javelins, toss them onto the ground, pull out a set of his own shackles, hands you the key, Lefeth, and shackles himself.
Damn that intimidation check.
He understands where you're coming from. Why would you ever trust him?
Yeah. That worked out in their favor. Please lead the way.
Step over onto the stairs and begin descending. As you are marching down them, there's a shift in the air that only a couple of you can sense. Eula, Lefeth. It's hard to describe what it is you are experiencing, but it's almost like a powerful presence nearby. Eula, you can just barely sense it in the air. Lefath. How high is your pat? 24.
Pretty damn high.
Indeed.
The further down you go, the more it becomes like a thickness in the air around you. And it almost sends a shiver continually up your spine as you are moving closer towards it. You have never experienced something that radiates an aura before, but you imagine this has to be it.
Are my spider senses tingling?
Practically.
Uh,
I hate it.
Hey,
but
y'all
yeah.
make all these fucking puns. I'm gonna make a pun too.
Yeah, I was like, did he mean to do that? I couldn't tell. For the record, man, I was dying when you said
I only do one a session.
yeah. Make it a good one.
Yeah.
I call a fat one pun man.
God dang it.
Meanwhile, we're all just memeing it up in the chat.
Yeah, of course. What else is new? It's
I know.
all right. I'm half tempted just continually saying Snack seems like he's down with the thickness. As you begin descending down, you travel a good 300 feet or so before you look at a corridor that splits into two different areas and rooms, one to the left, one to the right. The radiating aura can be sensed by the two of you. Eula, you cannot quite discern which direction it's coming from. Lefath, it's coming from the left.
I'm gonna start heading that direction. I'm assuming the bugbear's leading us that way anyways, but
As you descend downwards, you see a large ritual room that has iconography of spiders all around you. And these large standing on top of the podiums appears to be these glass tubes that have bugbears inside of them, floating in some type of watery liquid, with all of these different smaller tubes connecting to their muscles and body. As you are passing by them, the radiating aura is much further into this area, not in this room. And you pass by multiple rooms of these individuals that are being experimented on. Each of the rooms has 20 of them, though some of them seem to be malformed and maybe not taking to this mutation properly. The first couple rooms that you pass by, the bugbears barely have any features that resemble that of the Maliceborn. A darkening of their fur, a spike-like nature to their ears and head. That's it. By the time you enter into the third and fourth room, they have altered significantly, though the number of ones that still look living has dwindled down. You enter into the 6th room. We're looking around at the entire process. You see 3 of these malice born inside of these tubes that seem to be aware of their surroundings, looking around. All of the rest of them seem dead inside of the tubes. The chieftain looks forward. Have different rooms for how far along the process is. Slowly integrate the blood out of us and then back in. This is the final staged room. You look around at this room, and I think I have to bring you all over there now. So, you begin walking through the area. Oh, fuck you, Snack. That's a bad one.
They're all bad.
That's terrible.
As the chieftain continues moving through, you see the eyes of these malice born shift over into the room. Everybody in the party has a passive of 11 or higher, right? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Barely, and
The
some
3
uses.
living ones, or at least conscious ones, they seem to be sniffing the air around them, much like that other one was when you all passed by.
Is nothing the out there in tubes filled with water, though?
They are sniffing.
They just be sniffing up water then.
That was all they were doing, yes. Snack, are you going to move yourself, or are you just standing there?
Both.
So when we encountered on the stairs from this batch,
No, he was in the first successful batch that has already been handled. He was
Exactly.
the 4th
Right.
one born on that batch.
are you using the
Not
same?
right there. Yeah, you can talk. Just make sure you don't move any further up.
Yeah, are you using the same blood for these as you did for him?
Yes.
How many of these have you made successfully?
By the looks of this room, we have 3 successes, and then the previous 4. One of them is currently dead.
Oh,
Well, if you are not an imposter, there might be something wrong with this experiment.
Sure you are. He holds up his shackles. If there's any
I'm
way
taking-
that there's something wrong, let's go.
I am
Just-
walking down both roads to figure what is going on. We cannot have the malice born going berserk for no reason, or you are an imposter.
As you say that, this one back here starts thrashing around inside of the water, looking at Arda, and this one here begins thrashing while looking at Snack. Everybody, roll me initiative.
Okay.
I am super bad at initiative rolls.
Welcome to being a cleric, man.
Ooh, mine didn't do very well either.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's everybody. Ooh, damn, Iula, you're really good at initiative. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I am ever alert, looking for signs of danger.
She's ready for a fucking fight. Alrighty,
Vigilant.
Iula. As the two begin thrashing about and attacking, you do take note that they already have bone swords placed beside their two little pods that they are in, and they've already slammed their fist against the glass once, causing it to crack and water begins to spill out. What would you like to do?
Well, that one is closest to Lafayette, therefore the most immediate danger to Tal'Dorei. This has a chance of blowing my cover a bit, but I'm going to try and use Shape Water to... Not sure if this even would be a proper use, but I'll try to at least slow him down via Shape Water.
There is no flow of the water, so changing direction doesn't do that. I mean,
You could freeze
so-
them.
no, you can't. It says, provided that there are no creatures in it. These are creatures.
Oh.
I guess what you could do is try to like push them back to the back side of it, like get them as far away as possible. But that's about, or move them all the way to the top of it. Like, which would you like to do, Iula? And which one are you targeting? This one?
Yep. Still trying to go for the mindset of bodyguard and therefore get the threat away from my target.
Yep. Alrighty, so which one are you doing? You pushing it to the top or are you pushing it to the back?
To the back.
Alrighty. Back 5 feet inside of the jug. That's your go. The Maliceborn, after it is moved back that far, it begins sniffing down towards you all. Yeah?
I was going to say to Lafayette a bit, the chief is really on our side, we might need his help now. And that's my turn.
The Maliceborn, inside of the cage, after you push it back, its eyes dart down towards you, Yule, and it starts snarling in your direction and begins sniffing and shaking its head, looking very confused right now. I'm going to roll a perception check from it. Yeah. 11. Quite realize, but these two are going to break out with their first attack from their safety holds, stepping out of the glass and the water flowing everywhere. Everybody within 5 feet of Oh, yeah, nobody was within 5 feet. Yeah, the water just floods outwards. As it steps out, it reaches down, grabs its greatsword, and gets one swing over at the bugbear malice. Uh, 16 hits him. He does not wield a shield. So 11.
All he's wielding right now is shackles.
This guy over here is going to charge you, Arda, and attack you with his second attack.
Oh.
14.
And that's exactly it. So, ow.
11 points of slashing damage. Kiana's go.
Ow.
Yes. This one did not break free, correct?
No, it seems to be confused and... Roll me an insight.
Okay. Kiana or
You.
okay. 19.
It seems to be able to sense that there is an imposter nearby, but with Eula and yourself standing directly in front of it, it can't tell.
Okay.
Now Kiana's.
All right, so Kiana's gonna go here. She is going to reckless. First attack, 12.
Misses.
Second attack, that hits.
4 hits, all right.
-2 for the
14
rage.
Oh, no rage, okay. So 12. All right, he takes it.
And then that is her turn.
Ready. Arda.
Okay, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan at all.
No, it's a
Let's see what I
malice
can
born.
do
It is
here.
not a fan.
Yes. Okay, let me see what I can do here. If I move away, I'll probably get hit by an opportunity attack, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my action to disengage then. I'll
Ready.
move back like 30 feet. I don't know. Oh, geez, how much is that?
Five squares.
Oh. Yeah, that's my action, so.
Bonus action, anything?
No.
Alrighty. Lafath.
I'm going to unlock his shackles.
Your action.
Yep. And then bonus action, I'm gonna throw a dagger at him.
At the malice born? Alrighty.
Correct.
Or at
This
the
one right here.
bugbear malice. Okay.
A dagger. And it misses.
Be free. Ready. Snack.
I'm gonna.
down here, and I'm gonna cast Bless on Arda, Eola, and Lefeth.
Alrighty. What does that feel like to them?
Like they just ate an incredibly hearty meal and have all the energy in the world.
Great feeling that I've never had before in my life. Usually I just feel fat and want to sleep.
Yeah, it's what like those athletic people that carb load feel like. I imagine. I'm not one of them anymore.
I'd imagine. Yeah. All right. There you go. That was your action. Bonus action, anything?
Nope.
Alrighty. He is going to be the last one who goes and will look over at you. Thank you. Ugh. The fact do you have any visible weapons that he would be able to take off of you?
My second rapier.
What's the damage die on a rapier?
1d8.
D6?
D8.
D8. Ooh. All right, then we're just going to roll his Morning Star because I don't feel like changing the whole sheet. He will reach down, grab it, and strike at the creature twice, but aggressively striking using his strength instead. 18 hits. So if that's so -5 is 7 points of piercing damage. Second attack. Oh yeah, that hits for another 7. Eula, your go.
Okay. I will briefly show a space with Kiana to get flanking on that one. Shillelagh and attack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
22 hits. Oh yeah. 6 bonk damage. Hurt.
Alright. Then, actually instead of 7 back here, I'll go out here. And that's my turn. No, wait, that would be 30 feet. I only have 25. No, I have 30 feet because I'm a drow right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Look at you having long legs and shit.
Oh, now, Brown
The
Drow.
Maliceborn will now go. You bonk it and slap it in the back of the head, and the creature looks around and begins sniffing at the air again. And now focuses on Kiana. It will attack her twice. 10 misses. 18 hits for 11 slashing damage on Kiana. This one over here, as you ran away from it, is going to do the same thing and begin sniffing. Snack, you are the closest person, 10, 20, that does not smell like one of their types. And is going to attack you twice.
Go for it.
Oh, 19. Whew, that was close.
19 does hit.
11 slashing. That was close. And 20 hits for 11 slashing.
Oh, yikes. It's
The one inside, now that Lefeth and Eula have moved away, it is going to move forward yet again and will use its 2 attacks to shatter the glass that is encapsulating it, and then it will step out towards you, Snack. Kiana.
Alright.
Wait, how many times did that thing swing at me? 4?
Twice.
This one attacked you twice. The other two were at Kiana.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah.
Wait,
This one
which...
just stepped out.
Okay.
You
which
got hit
one?
twice for a total of
Hit
22
twice,
damage.
22. Gotcha. Okay.
This one hit you twice. This one right here. And this one broke and shattered the glass with its 2 attacks to get to you. Kiana.
All right, Kiana got hit, so she's mad now, so she's gonna rage and reckless, like always, and attack this one that hit her. And all right, first attack. 12 was a miss earlier. Second attack. That one.
All right, there we
hits
go. There we go. That's a hit.
For 10.
And looking a little hurt.
No.
All done.
Yeah. And that's her turn.
Arda. See Snack getting attacked.
Snack is getting attacked.
Snack.
Yeah. Snack that ain't smiling back.
Snack attack. I think that's hunger pains.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's see here.
You can leave him. It's fine. No
I
one's
was gonna say. Nobody would judge you.
We would, but it'd be in good judgment, not bad.
Up here.
About my 8 hit points, huh?
Okay. We are going to do Arms of Hedar. Because I got a 10-foot thingy. Please work. No. There you go. Okay.
Arms of Hadar.
Yep. I think I have it at level 3. I think. Pretty sure I do.
You cast everything at your max level.
Okay, cool.
So what is that? A 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
And where are you centering it?
Oh, it's self 10-foot sphere, all targets within 10 feet of me.
Oh, centered on you, all targets within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, so it should hit.
So this.
Yeah. Should
Okay.
hit those two, but not Snack.
All right. You could position yourself to do that, no problem. And what is that? Strength saves from these guys? Oh, no. First guy rolled a 9. He failed. 13. He failed. Oh, fuck. Okay. Wow.
Got a little cocky.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're good at 2 things, okay?
Yeah.
And they did neither very well here. 21 points. Oh, jeepers, man. All right, you throw it down to 10-foot area center on you. And takes damage and can't take reactions until its next turn. Ooh. All done?
Yep.
Alrighty, Lafath.
All right, I'm gonna circle around. Be here.
Keep in mind, Arda, just because you did have more movement, they can't take reactions, so you could step away if you want. Or you could sit there and hopefully pull aggro off Snack. Your call.
Oh, I still movement? Okay. So then I get.
Yeah, you spent 10 feet. Yeah.
Okay. MP. Back away. 5, 15. Wait. 10, 15, 20. I'm hiding. I'm a baby warlock with AC 14. I'm risking that.
Yep. Lafath. Flanking there.
All right. So I circled around to get flanking on this one. And we're going to try to stab him.
That it.
Yeah. For 18.
Ooh, good stab.
Bonus action.
Real hurt now.
I'm going to just try to stab him. Well.
God. You should really hold that
How was
sneak
I
attack on your
every
second
single
attacks more often, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
I really wanted on the vicious rapier because I get a special little, for it. Don't put the sneak in there, but
9. It's pretty good. It is bloodied right now. Snack. It's your turn. Snack.
Yeah, sorry. Now, help me understand. Each creature in a 15-foot cube.
All right. See if I have a.
The 15-foot cube, that would be hitting me, Kiana, Ada.
it should only
Not
be
necessarily.
Would I get cover? Would I get cover from that?
Sure. All right, so a 15-foot cube originating from yourself implies you choose a direction in front of you. So, like, right here would be the direction. And then just draw a 15-foot cube from that area. So it would go down 15 feet and then out 15 feet.
Okay. And can I do this without decimating Arda as well?
She'd still get hit by it, but she would at least have cover since she ducked behind the thing. Meaning she'd have advantage on her saving throw, but that's it. If you reposition yourself, you could do it without hitting her. All you have to do is move.
Oh, yeah, they can't take reactions, right? Because they're...
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Aha.
It's a pretty neat spell.
I like it, yeah.
Great spell. Nobody ever takes it.
Now, where would I need to reposition?
So
this?
if you move here, you could aim it downwards and not hit her.
Got you. Okay.
Or you could move
Yeah.
here and aim it downwards and not hit anybody as well. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just go right here.
this is a con
And
save.
Yep.
Failure. And a failure.
all right.
Go ahead and roll your 2d8. And oof, good chunk on him.
And that's my turn.
Well, you still have more movement if you would like. And they're pushed 10 feet away. And I believe it says, no, they're not knocked prone. They're just knocked away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Ready. Bugbear Malice is going to swing at the Maliceborn. Your rapier. Advantage. That hits for 7. You will gash across the creature's throat, cutting it downwards, just chipping your rapier inside of it before 30 feet of movement. You will charge down towards the other one. Swing again. 10 misses. All right. Eula, your go.
All right. I don't think even at full 30 feet I have the movement. Actually, I do have the movement.
Great being
Ooh.
fast, right?
Yep. So I can keep on advantage bonking. Dirty 20.
Ain. You're bonking the one that you have. Okay.
Yep.
Takes it. All done.
Yep.
The Malice-born are going to sniff at the air. The one that you just hit snarls down at you, Eula, and will attack you twice. 18. Or wait, no, it doesn't have flanking. 11 misses. 18. That's 11 slashing damage. The other one's going to swing at you now as well. 18 hits for 11 slashing again. Then 18. Wow, that's a lot of 18s. So a total of 33 points of damage.
Ow.
Yana.
Huh, I'm rather low on health now.
Lefeth, that's you.
Yeah, I'm just seeing where we were. Okay. She's going there. Still raging. And she is going to reckless like always on this one. Sorry, having two character sheets is confusing at times. Alright, that's the first attack. 19.
No reckless? 19 still hits, but yeah.
Oh, reckless is going on. Oh, 21. Sorry, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Reckless was going.
So which are you hitting? The top one or the bottom one?
Bottom one has more
Ready.
health.
That's 14.
Then second attack. 12 misses. Okay,
12 misses.
that's her turn.
Done. Arda.
Okay, so pew pew.
Exactly. That hits. Which one were you shooting? Top or bottom?
Top.
Takes it.
Again.
Second pew pew.
Second pew pew.
It's nice. Oh, it's looking real rough now. Oh, fast.
Yeah.
Anything
Okay.
else?
No, that's it.
All right, I'm going to bonus action, steady aim. Put that in there just in case, and I'm going to shoot this one.
That it's all right.
For 15.
How do you want to do this?
If its mouth is open, right in the mouth.
Alrighty. It is shouting and screaming. And as it is screaming down at you, Eula, swinging and battering down with this large, crude great axe, and dart shoots through its mouth and just barely sits inches from your head before the creature collapses to the ground. You see Lefath reloading.
And that was my turn.
All right.
Seems about right.
Nice.
Snack.
We are 5th level now, right?
You're 6th level.
6th level. I'm gonna toll the dead.
Did
The
you
other
not
one.
level up?
Oh no, I was just curious for this spell. 'Cause
Wisdom
yeah,
save?
Mhm.
Oh, they're so good at this. I would have been so pissed if that was the first saving throw they made. Like,
right.
Oh my God.
All right, it
strength
failed.
and con
Rolled-
saving
Your
throws.
strength.
Yeah. 2d12.
Yep.
Yes, sir. $16. Oh, good chunk. Good
That's cantrip.
chunking. Pretty fucking
That's
good.
it.
Yeah, that's
Oh
Malphite.
man, is the bugbear malice gonna get like 2 of the 3 kills?
Maybe. He's going to run forward and attack the creature twice without any advantage, though. 11 misses.
Jeez,
16
Oh.
hits.
Too bad you didn't have
7.
advantage.
I know.
Alrighty, it's still up. Eula. The creature looks like it's going after you again. What are you doing?
Yeah. I really don't want that thing to slash at me again. I also don't really want to move that much because flanking, so advantage won't. That's how I get high damage.
15 hits. Come on, swing, Badabow! It's still standing. Just barely, though. Ready?
I do not have any bonus action spells prepared. Dang it. Yep. Slash.
It does have disadvantage.
15?
15 misses.
Ooh.
One hits.
23.
Oh no.
11 points of slashing. Oh, you're looking
You
rough.
still up?
You and the Maliceborn are on the same page. Kiana.
All right. Well, reckless like always, even though it doesn't matter, but that's just what Kiana does.
Hey,
Here's first attack. 17.
17 hits.
So finish it here. For 10.
How does she want to do this?
From the bottom up, just try to split it right in half.
As the creature is grabbing its greatsword, lifting it overhead, ready to slam it down. The same style of bonk you've been doing the whole time, Eula. Iana takes her long sword, sticks it right in the small spot, and rips upwards against this creature, severing it completely in half as it falls to the ground, splattering and splaying blood everywhere. And I think that's where we're going to be ending the session today, everybody.
All right.
Viewers, thank you all very much for watching. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.